So I'm back at uni, and the first thing I want to say is that the balloons are still up. So for Christmas I got 2 CDs, so I thought I'd talk about them today. I don't really often talk about music, and I imagine some people would probably find Of Montreal offensive. I mean, there's a song of theirs which says that the church is full of losers is part of its lyrics, and this CD itself is called False Priest. But I think Of Montreal sounds different to, quite a lot of the music that you might usually hear and things like that, and it's good to have some differences. And I think that also it's a bit of a false ideology to think that music should only be non-offensive, because you don't only have if all music about religion said that God definitely existed and stuff like that, then that's not like a representation of how people really feel anyway. I mean, even if you are religious, are you going to say that all of the time of your life you always felt that God existed and you were 100% sure? Or are you going to say that sometimes you were angry about it and things like that? And yeah, so I think that music should be allowed to represent the different feelings about it and not just stick to one. So if it's offensive, it's offensive. But it is how people feel sometimes, So I think it's good. I've got about 3 of their CDs though, so biased. It's good to express your feelings and have freedom of speech and things, and not always just think you're right or something like that. But also when you listen to music, you don't always focus on the words anyway. Sometimes you just listen to music to listen to music, and sometimes it's good when there's music's got good words too. The other CD I got was the Who's Years, which in contrast to Of Montreal is happy sounding songs pretty much. But the titles of the songs can be quite sad sometimes. I've got both of their CDs, and some of them there's the title A Sadness Runs Through Him and things like that. And so if you just read the titles, you might get the wrong sort of opinion on what the songs were if you hadn't listened to them. And the title Worst Case Scenario, it does sound like a title of a song that's going to be negative or sad or something like that, but then it is a happy song, sort of upbeat, sort of, I guess, quite a lot. So I guess I'd consider them to be CDs which you could have different opinions on, which could contrast. The opinions might be very different.